Hi guys, and welcome. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kat, and as I am filming this, 14 weeks pregnant. So I am now officially out of the first trimester and into the second. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but I thought I would do a video on how to survive the first trimester. It is not a fun trimester at all. It's absolutely crazy. Let's put it that way. And I know my experience is, correct English, Kat, come on. My experience was not as bad as a lot of people's, so I am extremely grateful for that. And in fact, one of the teachers at the school just told me that she's pregnant, and she's like, don't tell anyone at the school though, because no one knows, and she has been actually having to not come to school because she's had that bad of morning sickness. So I am extremely grateful that I only had it mildly. But I thought I would do some tips that I figured out helped a lot. And my number one tip, which is very difficult to do, is sleep. I noticed when I didn't sleep or I tried my hardest to do a lot in the day, the nausea was a lot worse. So I tried my hardest to go to bed early, and then I tried to even take rests in between the day, which is very difficult to do. But how I worked that was I went to bed early, and then I would get up, I would go to school, and then during my lunch break, instead of doing my usual prep, I would rest during the lunchtime. So I would eat my lunch, and then I would just kind of put in headphones and I wouldn't fall asleep, but I would rest. And I would set a timer just in case I did accidentally fall asleep. But I rested. I was like, I'm not doing this. I can't do this. And so that's what I do. And then after school, I would do my prep. I would come home, and usually I would come home and immediately start prepping dinner and cleaning. But instead, I would come home, I'd take off jeans and put on comfy clothes, and I would take a 30-minute rest. I sometimes would fall asleep, I sometimes wouldn't, but I would rest for 30 minutes. Then I would get up, do some of the things I needed to do. And then night would come, and I would go to bed early. And I noticed that helped a lot. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, I know a lot of people can't do, but I again am incredibly grateful and thankful, and I'm just lucky, and I have a husband who is absolutely amazing and supportive, and he knew right away, you are stressing yourself out, you are freaking yourself out, stop. And he took some of the burden of cooking some dinners and cleaning, and he didn't do any laundry because he knows I complain when he does laundry, because he takes the whole laundry basket and just, that's the load, and it's like, no. So he didn't do any of the laundry, but I'm kind of grateful for that one. But he would clean. He's actually, so far since finding out I'm pregnant and I'm 14 weeks, he's been the only one doing the floors, vacuuming and all of that. So I've been incredibly grateful. So ask for help. I know that's not always easy if you don't have a partner that's there with you. But try finding someone to help. Tip number 3, find something that you will eat. Even if it doesn't sound good, if you put it in your stomach and it doesn't immediately make you want to hurl, which I know is incredibly difficult, but try to find something. So what I found at the very beginning was saltine crackers. That's all I could eat. That's all, and I didn't want it. It's just, that's the only thing I could eat without immediately feeling like it was going to come back up. And then I ate those for, I think, until like week 10, middle of week 10. And then I started hating saltine crackers. Like, I still have 2 packs in the pantry and I can't stand to even look at them because I guess I ate them so much that they're just gross now. So now my body has moved on to Uncrustables, which I did not think Uncrustables would be something that my stomach would be okay with, but it was. Bud. Sorry, my kitty. I swear, my videos always get interrupted by cats. I'm sorry. So if you hear rattling, he's playing with his ball. But Uncrustables, I mean, it worked, and I still actually am still eating them, even though I'm feeling pretty good. It's just a nice filling snack, especially since I'm constantly feeling hungry now. So what I do now, well, actually, maybe I shouldn't tell you guys because it's the second trimester, but I'll tell you guys anyway. It's the beginning of the second trimester. I eat breakfast, and then I'm noticing about 9 or 10, because I eat breakfast about 6 in the morning, and then I noticed about 9 or 10-ish, I was hungry, and so I've started eating a hard-boiled egg, and that keeps me full until my lunch break at 11, and then at the lunch break I eat whatever I brought for lunch, and then around 12:30ish, 1ish, I'm hungry again, and so I will eat the Uncrustable that I brought, and then after school about 2:30ish on the drive home, I am hungry again, so I bring like a little bag of trail mix, goldfish, and so I'm noticing I'm having to eat throughout the whole entire day now. So that's good. My appetite has come back, which I'm very, 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 very grateful for. But yeah, find something to eat. Even if you still hate eating it, at least you're eating. Number 4, find something that soothes your stomach. I know not a lot of things do that. I was taking ginger capsules because my best friend and the doctor recommended them, and then my mother freaked me out. Absolutely freaked me out, and so I have a whole entire bottle's worth of ginger capsules that I'm not going to take because my mom sent me article after article of that it can increase risk of miscarriage, which I'm like, why would the infertility place tell me to take ginger capsules if it increases your chance? So I think you're just pulling articles, but she freaked me out so much because of our previous miscarriage that I stopped taking them, and so then my stomach started hurting again. But if you are not easily freaked out as I am, ginger capsules were helping. They were helping a lot, so I recommend that. Another thing that was recommended were these Preggy Pop things. I tried 2 of them and almost puked every single time I ate them. Their flavor is so strong that it grossed me out. But I have heard amazing things about these, so they're worth a try. I wish I hadn't bought such a big bottle, but I had heard such amazing things that I was like, I'm gonna get the big bottle. These were awful, absolutely awful. So no. So try different things. What actually worked for me, when my stomach was hurting really, really bad, I would chew spearmint gum, and that helped. If my stomach was just a little queasy, I would eat a spearmint mint, and those help amazing. Even though I'm not queasy, every once in a while my stomach will kind of do like this turning feeling, and I'm like, I don't like that. Like, I feel like I'm going to kind of throw up, but I'm out of the first trimester, what on earth? And so I'll still eat some of the mints, and it helps a lot. Another thing or number 5, I think we're on 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Sorry, I have notes. Number 5 is stop drinking coffee. That was difficult. Very difficult. But I noticed when I stopped drinking coffee, the nausea wasn't as bad. I have actually recently started drinking small cups of coffee again because I miss it so much. I love coffee. But what's going on? I don't know if you can hear him, but he's crying. It's like he doesn't like me talking to the camera. I don't know. Come here. Come on. Now he's just sitting in the hallway staring at me. But I stopped drinking coffee, so I would recommend trying that. Try stopping coffee and see if that helps. Number 6. I don't know if this is just a weird thing for me, but I noticed water. Well, actually, let me do a little bit of background story with the water first. We live in Southern California, Orange County to be specific. We have horrible water. Our water is disgusting. It is gross. It's hard water, so dishes have hard water stains. And so if you want good water here, you have to have like water delivery system, which we don't want to pay for. So we have a Brita, a little filter, that you just put in the fridge, and that works. I hate the water so much still that I have to put lemon in it. Always have ever since we moved here. The water's just disgusting. I hate the water here. Ugh. And that was before I was pregnant. I was adding lemon and stuff. It's just nasty. But I noticed, so this might not be, you guys might have amazing water and you might be like, no, I'm fine with drinking water. But if you're in a place where the water maybe tastes a little funny, what I found was after I became pregnant, I hated water. I really like water, even though I hate the water here. I would add lemon and then I drink water nonstop all day long. That's actually all I drink. I don't drink juice or anything other than my cup of coffee in the morning. But other than that cup of coffee, it's water all day long. And so I realized I couldn't drink the water. It was making me extremely nauseous. And then I realized I was becoming dehydrated, which is not good for you or baby. And so I started buying bottled water, which I hate doing because it's a whole bunch of plastic and I don't want to do that. But I'm hydrated. I am very hydrated to the point that the ultrasound person told me, ultrasound tech, do the actual name, said that the amniotic fluid looks super clear and that I'm very hydrated and that to keep that up, that's really good. So, it's working, but I feel bad doing that. But I've been buying the gallon jugs, but that's still a lot of plastic, but I'm doing what I have to for me and baby. But here's the other weird thing. I found out that I only like water from certain places. So Target, I'll drink Target and I'll drink Kirkland Costco's water. My husband bought a pack at, and Kroger's or Ralph's, depending on where you're from. They're the same place. But my brother, oh my God. This is another thing I found. I can't keep words correct in my head. But my husband bought a case of water from Walmart and I hated it. It was the most disgusting water. It tasted like salt water. And it was so gross, but he had bought, there's the bottles, and so I had like 60 bottles of water, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get rid of this water. So I bought the little, it wasn't the official brand, but like the knockoff brand of Mio, and I would squirt one little squirt, shake it up, and then I could drink it. But yes, so find what makes your stomach hurt worse, and then change that. So, let's see, this would be 7. This isn't really necessary, but I noticed that my belly felt, I mean, not inside, like the skin, I'm talking about the skin now, not nausea, but the skin felt better when I started using lotion. And so I know a lot of people don't start using the lotion until second trimester because you're not getting really big in your first trimester. But I noticed my skin was feeling kind of like dry and just kind of tight. And so I was like, I'm going to just already start using it. You might as well start early. And so I've been using Burt's Bee Mama Butter, I think it's called, or Mama Bee or something like that. And I really like it. I really like it. The smell is really nice, and it's supposedly like fragrance free, but of course it still has a little bit of fragrance because it's like shea butter and something else. And so of course it has a little bit of a smell because of its ingredients. I also looked it up on, I forgot what the website is, but it's like a website where you type in the brand of whatever item you're looking up, and it will tell you how healthy and clean it is for you. And it's like, I think it's 1 being good, 10 being the worst, and it was like a 3. And so I'm like, that's perfect. So I've been using that. I've also been using, now that my belly is getting pretty big, Johnson's baby oil. I've been using that at night, and then the Mama Butter in the morning. And my skin feels so much better now. It was feeling so tight and just, yeah, that's it though. That's all the tips I have for surviving the first trimester. Pretty much find what helps you feel good and do it. So if something makes you feel worse, cut that out. Find something that does work. Like for me and water. I switch my water and I can drink water now. I found the Preggy Pops didn't work. Cut those out. Found something that did. So it's all about kind of experimenting and finding what works and what doesn't. But know that it will be worth it all at the end, and you'll have a beautiful little baby. So, yeah. That's all I have though, and I know it seems like it's just, it lasts forever, it feels like, but then at the same time you're in your second trimester and you're looking back going, wait a second, when did this happen? So just know it doesn't last forever and you will make it through this. But I hope this helped someone to just kind of find new ideas. And if you are not subscribed, I would recommend clicking subscribe for more pregnancy updates and all that fun things. I'm actually going to film right after I film this one our experience with a 3D ultrasound, and so that will be a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.